These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona.
There's no articulation in the president's executive orders and actions that draws a line between these insane tariffs and the alleged emergency that they are claiming.
Arizona's Attorney General leading a legal challenge, saying the president doesn't have executive authority to enact tariffs and needs to obtain congressional approval. 11 other Democratic attorneys general signing on to that lawsuit. Road rage shooting investigation happening this morning on the 347 near Casablanca Road, causing major backups throughout the morning. Investigators say both drivers involved are cooperating. No one is seriously hurt. Driver arrested after going 20 miles on the wrong side of the highway. This happened overnight on the 60. DPS tells us a trooper used their car to stop that driver near Rural Road. Thankfully, no one was injured. Our Operation Safe Roads team following up on these investigations, working on a road safety report. Look for that tonight at 5. A reminder now, as Arizona's 7th district gears up for a special election, voters have until June 16th to register and make their voices heard in the race to fill the late Raul Grijalva's seat. Early voting will begin 2 days later on the 18th and runs until July 11th. Election day is July 15th. We're also learning more about another buyout push inside the Social Security Administration. Agency wants to release about 7,000 staffers with this latest buyout offer. Employees have until Friday to take the offer. Those who do will leave their positions May 5th and will be paid through September. Earlier this year, nearly 400 Social Security workers accepted the first buyout offer. After 30 years of service, the AmeriCorps National Civilian Community Corps is shutting down. Trump administration efforts to reduce the size of government are being blamed. GRIP includes more than 2,000 volunteers who work on projects with nonprofits across the nation. They're often first on the ground after natural disasters. Former AmeriCorps member says cutting this program is a mistake.
You spend $1 and they've calculated that it's worth $17 in impact. So for every dollar that we're spending on this program, we're getting a huge return on investment.
With $38 million in funding last year, that's some $646 million in community impact. AmeriCorps has played a key role in disaster response here in Arizona as well. Tonight at 6, we'll explore their local impact. Another major health story. Nearly half of American teens agree with a growing number of studies on the negative social and mental effects of social media. A report from the Pew Research Center finds 48% of U.S. teens say social media has mostly negative effects on people their age. It's up 50% from 2022. Only 11% of teens surveyed say social media has had a mostly positive impact on their peers. 44% say they've cut back on time spent on social media over the last year. In our Impact Earth report, new data finds nearly half of Americans breathe unhealthy levels of air pollution. It can be a particularly bad problem right here in the Valley. American Lung Association just releasing its latest State of the Air report, grading air quality across the nation. Valley is 4th worst for ozone pollution. ABC15 speaking with the American Lung Association about another finding from the report, a decrease in particle pollution.
Ozone can act like a sunburn to the lungs. While particle pollution can also cause premature death and other serious health effects, asthma attacks, heart attacks, and strokes, and particle pollution can also cause lung cancer.
A report reveals 46% of Americans live in areas with unhealthy levels of ozone and particle pollution.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. We continue this warm week in the 90s. Tomorrow, another day in the low 90s here in Phoenix. Just a few degrees above that average of 87 for this time of the year. Winds generally light for us, but breezes picking up across the state, especially along the I-40 corridor. Sustained winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts near 30 again for tomorrow afternoon. We do have a storm system we're tracking as it approaches. It looks pretty dry, but we will pick up winds across Arizona and drop temperatures over the weekend. That's going to get us out of the 90s here in the Valley after reaching 93 on Friday. We're going to drop over 10 degrees by Sunday with a high of 82 here in Phoenix. Breezes will pick up and they'll be strongest on Saturday. That is going to heighten fire danger across our state as winds get even higher across eastern and northern Arizona through the weekend. That dry forecast continues into next week and the 90s will be back starting Tuesday.